Hello and welcome back to my channel where I develop a casual exploring game called Tranquil Waters. Today's video I will be improving my ship controls from the previous devlog. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you do because I need views and subscribers. Please. Anyways, without wasting anyone's time, let's just jump right into it. The first problem that I realized is that our movement feels very weird, and the reason for it is because as soon as I move forward it immediately jumps into a constant variable, and of course that's not very realistic. Well, great thing with Unreal is that it comes with a curve thingy. I don't know actually what it's called, and we can define this kind of a curve that our movement will follow over time. Now, it did take me a few minutes to figure out what all the buttons do, but after some Google search I managed to create a simple linear curve. Programming wise, all we need to do is to import something, create a public curve variable so we can set which curve we want in the editor. Then we can get the curve's value based on how long we have been moving forward, do some physics stuff I definitely did not copy from ChatGPT, and that should be all. In our editor we can just assign our curve value, and if we press play it doesn't crash. What? Okay, that must be the first time I implemented something without anything crashing. As you can see in our log, we no longer have a immediate constant speed, but it gradually goes upwards.
I'm actually editing the video right now, and I actually realized you can barely tell the difference. And the reason why is that the linear's curvature ends at 1, which means 1 second, which then means 0 to 100 in 1 second. Which, I mean, again, it's not realistic. It should be like 10 seconds minimum, but oh well. Anyways, let's just continue. I'm sorry, I don't care. I just want this video out.
And the great thing with curves is that we can change them however we want, so it does not even need to be a linear function. So that's that for the improvement at least. Afterwards, I jumped onto a problem that I did not have time to fix in my previous devlog, and that is actually interacting with the ship wheel. Since currently if you are near the ship wheel, you just clip to it automatically and you have no way of going out, which is something I would definitely like to fix. So what I decided to do is to just use my current interactable system, which I used to create a treasure chest, make sure to check out that video, and use it for the ship wheel. Things, as usually, didn't turn out the way I wanted to, and there were a lot of crashes and things just didn't work as expected. The biggest problem that I found was the actual interaction UI that I used on my interactable objects. It was a problem with the pointers and addresses, a very typical C++ kind of problem, which I still after almost 2 years working with, still suck at. After a few days of tons of debugging and around 20 Unreal Engine crashes, yes, I actually did count them, I still didn't manage to resolve the problem. So I decided to go to sleep and find out a solution tomorrow. As you can see in my background, I have decided to rewrite entirely the interaction system which I built. I just couldn't wait any longer, and I realized that I just was not moving forward as I wanted. I mean, I knew that I would have to do this someday. I just didn't think I would have to do it so early, but whatever. Now, since I did lose around 4 days of development just on the issue with the interaction system, I didn't manage to implement the UI, which was actually the main reason I had to rewrite everything. But I do have high hopes that with the new system, which is actually a bit more refined and optimized, implementing UI should not be a hassle. I hope. Anyways, let's continue to time-lapse. Changing some of the last required things, the interactable system now needs a interactable tag to know what objects in our world the player can interact with or not. In the code, you can actually see me removing some ugly code. I do hope that you understand at what state I was in for me to write like this. And if you take a look in the output log, our new interaction system does work. Do not look up. I repeat, don't look here. Everything is fine. Focus on the output log. No, but seriously, as much as I like to ignore my problems, this needs to get fixed. What the issue is when we actually attach or de-attach our player when interacting with the ship wheel. There are these so-called attachment transform rules, and I just need to find the right ones which fits what I need. Of course, the ones that I had were not the correct ones, so let's try something else. Alright, looks good so far, and okay, yeah, that did not work either. How about another one? Nope, now we're inside a black hole or something. To save you guys some time, I did manage to find the right ones, and here you guys can see that nothing crazy is going on any longer. The player successfully attaches and de-attaches from the ship. So here we are at the end. Before I lose you guys to another video, if I may kindly ask you guys to subscribe, because this video took way too long to create, and since you already watched through the entire video, might as well. But on a serious note, I do appreciate every single one of you who are watching my videos. It does mean a lot to me. So this was all of the improvements that I added, which I fit into this video. There were a couple other ones, but they were kind of boring, and yeah, I decided to leave them out of it. In the next video, I will be focusing a lot on the game's future and what the actual plan for it is, which I don't believe we have discussed before. So anyways, stay tuned for that. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming.